Hey guys, I am at Southern Thunder Harley Davidson here in South Haven, Mississippi, and I have a guest with me here.
Hi.
We ran into, or I should I say, ran into some bike trouble, and yeah, my coil wiring messed up again. So she had to come rescue me. I am now here picking up Boogersugar, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, so this is what happened. Number one, I was riding Cherahalla. Well, first I was riding the Dragon and I felt a little buck like it did before, and it's like a poof, like quick, like someone tapped the rear brakes or something while I was riding it, and scared the shit out of me while I was on the Dragon. Thought it was kind of like a fluke. I did it again on Cherahalla, and then on the way back to the hotel on Monday, I did it again. Well, I went to sleep, got back to the hotel, went to sleep, woke up Tuesday morning. I was talking to wife about it, and I was like, look, I think I'm just gonna cut my trip short, and I'm gonna come on home just in case something else is going on. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And she said, me too, get your ass home. So I started heading home after dragging ass all day. I'd left the hotel like at 1. Rode all the way, started riding home. As soon as I got to Tennessee, it started bucking more and more often. Went fine. It started pouring down rain about 50 miles outside of Nashville. And then it started bucking more and more frequently, and then lost a cylinder, check engine light came on. I was like, so it came right back, cylinder came right back, got to the hotel with no issues, had decided I was gonna take it to Memphis Harley as soon as I got to Memphis, or I'm sorry, I was gonna take it back to Moonshine. It was the closest one to me at the time. I woke up the next morning, check engine light was off. She started up, no problem, was running like a dream. I stopped for gas right outside of Memphis, and she started doing the same thing right after I got gas. Started bucking on me. Lost a cylinder, it popped right back on. But I was determined to make it home, so I kept going. Determined, I wanted to at least make it to somewhere closer, so wife didn't have to drive all the way out here to BFE to pick me up. This is Wednesday at this point. I get just into Arkansas, a town called Lehi, Lehi. As soon as I crossed the Tennessee bridge again, I lost a cylinder, and I kept going for a little bit on one cylinder, and then I lost the second cylinder, and then one of the two came back, and then I lost the second one again, and then they both came back, and it came back for maybe half a mile, and then they both went out. Thankfully, I have a hog membership. I don't participate in any of the rides. I don't do anything else. I simply hold on to it just for the towing aspect, and I've never used it. But I used it Wednesday. They came to Leahy, Arkansas to pick me up and pick up Boogersugar, and unfortunately the closest dealership to where we were at was in South Haven, Mississippi, and I was a little concerned going to another state, but it took us, we were like 30 miles away. We got here, got to the dealership, and it was by far the nicest anyone has ever been to me in any dealership. Hey, welcome in. How can I help you? I said, oh, that's my bike that's on the tow truck. And they were like, oh, let's get you squared away. Took all my information in, got me in there. I just knew that it was going to be a bad experience just because here's this guy coming in late in the day. He's got warranty work for us. And at this point in time, it's already 3 hours since I broke down because I had to wait on the tow truck in the middle of Egypt. And no, they were super cool. I told them flat out, hey, my wife's already on the way. Don't have to get this finished today. She's gonna pick me up and then I'll come back when it's done. I don't want a Band-Aid fix. I want it to be fixed. So she picked me up, took me back, we got back home, and they called me Thursday afternoon, like at 2 or 3 o'clock, and told me everything was ready. He took it on an extended test drive, and everything was good. It's perfect. I told him I'll be back out there Saturday to pick it up, which is today. And I'm back with Boogersugar. I cannot stress how easy it was to get a tow with having a hog membership. I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks a year, something like that. It has 100% paid for itself already. No question about it. It was one dealership that was over the distance away. They wanted to tow me first, and it was like $900. It was $990 is what it was going to be from where I was at to Conway, Arkansas. And I didn't know how far the range was. Apparently the range is 100 miles. They'll take you anywhere within 100 miles of where you're stranded at with no additional charge. They'll take you other places, but you have to pay the difference. Well, it was like 150 miles to Conway, and that was going to be $990. Decided against it. Didn't want to spend $1,000 just getting there when I didn't know what was exactly wrong with the bike. So they brought me here, and it was probably the best experience I could have had after that. The tow was easy. The dealership was more than welcoming. My service advisor's name was Carl, and there was a salesman there named Maurice. Entertained me the entire time I was there. Great dude. I really wish I had the money right now to buy a second bike, because I would buy another bike from him right now. He didn't. I told him in the beginning, hey, I'm just here waiting on my bike to be fixed. I'm not in the market. He's like, I don't care. Let's talk. And we were just bullshitting the whole time. He rides a Hayabusa. He went and showed me his Busa. Super cool. Didn't know those had lean angle sensors on it. Great dude. Had a great time. Wife showed up. We got in the car, hauled ass back home. But yeah, Nashville sucked when the check engine light came on. It was pouring down rain. I had my rain gear on, but I was also in Nashville traffic, so I was sitting still, bumper to bumper traffic, and it's raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock. It sucked so bad. I actually enjoy riding the rain. I do it probably on a weekly basis. I have no issues with it. But my check engine light's not on. I'm not 600 miles away from home. And, you know, it was just one thing led to another. It sucked out loud. Compromise with wife to come out here and get me and bring me back out here is we are going to spend the rest of the weekend in Hot Springs. I don't know if you remember when we picked up Boogersugar from the last time the coil wires went out. She said, it doesn't look like I'm going to be going to Hot Springs this year. And I said, no, we have no planned trips to Hot Springs.
Flashback.
You mentioned Hot Springs. Y'all already know if you've been watching our stuff for the last year. I go crazy for Hot Springs, and we aren't going this year. So.
Oh, no, that's not true. We have no scheduled plans to go yet.
You think we'd sneak a weekend in?
End of flashback.
And here we are. We are headed there now. So we're gonna go to Fat Bottom Girls, the cupcake shop she's always talking about. I'm gonna try to record a little bit of the ride home. I don't know what it's gonna be like. It's supposed to be a pretty weekend all weekend. So yeah, that's how my vacation went. Other than that, it went great. Like, Tell the Dragon was badass. I had so much fun. Charahala, beautiful, loved it. Except there was a Porsche following me right on my ass the entire time. But yeah, that when she bucked on Tell the Dragon, it scared the shit out of me. And my Charahala video definitely reflects it. I'm still gonna post it because it was like an hour long ride, at least hour and 10-minute ride, something like that. I haven't edited that one yet, but yeah, that was scary. I still had a blast. Still want to go back next year, but going back next year with a fully operational bike is going to be the key to me not losing my shit. But everything worked out. We're back on the bike. We're headed for a cool weekend with the wife. All is well. Making memories, right? And when I get to the part that I was broken down at, I'll make sure I point it out to you guys. I've got some pictures, but showing how much of a desolate place it is a little bit different because there was nothing around me. And I've been bitching about AT&T lately, wanting to switch to Verizon because I never have signal. And yeah, I had 2 bars. I was really shocked. Everything, all the cogs fell into place for it to work out the way it needed to. God damn, this is a long bridge. Ah. So this is where I lost the first cylinder, and I was tripping because there's nowhere here to pull off, and people are flying through here. There's nowhere to pull off. Maybe a street bob or something, or a sporty, but nowhere for a road glide to pull off anyway. And everything after this is pretty desolate until you get to, I want to say, Lone Oak BB area. And I used to live in BB. That's where I grew up a little bit. But yeah, I'm about, let me see, not too far from here. I'll come back and get with y'all as soon as I get to the spot where I broke down. Give me a minute. Okay, so we are coming up on it because I was between 147 and Eubanks. I think it was Eubanks Road, and I could just barely see this Exxon and this Valvoline. It was down that way. So here's 147. Should be coming up on it here shortly. There's a big ass solar panel field across the service road from where I was broke down at. That looks like it coming up right here. Yep, so it was like right around here, and you could maybe see how far the Exxon is behind me. And yep, I was like right here. There isn't nothing around. It sucked. But all is well. Boogersugar and I are back. I really need to sit down and apologize to her for the things that she probably heard me say about her. Not trying to turn this into a toxic relationship. I want a relationship better with her than I had with Natasha. So I need to take some time and do that. But I'll be back. I'll see you guys in Hot Springs. Hey guys, we are leaving Hot Springs now. Man, we had a great time. Little mini vacation. Boogersugar's been running great. Has zero complaints on that. That issue seems to be finally taken care of. Let me get over real quick here. And this is Highway 7. This is one of my favorite highways in Arkansas. Actually, I think it starts in Mississippi and goes all the way up to like Eureka Springs. It's a pretty ride. It's unbelievable. If you've never ridden 7, you need to. But we had a great time. We went to Fat Bottom Girls, went to Rocky's Corner. It's a pizza place here. Every time we come to Hot Springs, we try to go to those two places. Rocky's is delicious. It's a boxing themed pizza place, and we always get the heavyweight. Let's see, what is this? I think this is Lake Hamilton. Trying to be pretty moderate with my speed. When we got into Hot Springs yesterday, we saw, like, on this road that we're on, we saw like 9 people pulled over within, I'd say, probably 3 or 4 miles. It was crazy. I've never seen that many cops with people pulled over. And then there were cops that didn't even have people pulled over, that were just posted up watching what you were doing. I don't know if they're getting radar or what, but they've got something going on this weekend that they're trying to get squared away. I haven't seen anybody pulled over yet this morning, but yesterday was nuts. So I have to go back to work tomorrow. I've been going and going and going ever since I left work. I took off Friday through today, Sunday, the following Sunday. And I've been non-stop ever since. That first Friday is when I got up early and I rode all the way to Tennessee. And I rode something different every time. I stayed in Waynesville. I don't think I would do that again because, number one, the Best Western there was not great. One of the reasons we stay at Best Westerns is because we enjoy the hot breakfast. And they basically had like a cold cereal bar with one or two, I think it was two different flavors of cereal. Just like Raisin Bran and regular Cheerios. Also, everything in Waynesville's in a valley, I guess. So all the driveways for all the businesses there are damn near like this. Like they are straight up and down, or I'd say like at a 45-degree angle. And it makes just going down the road to get gas or something simple just a pain in the ass every time. Fighting with the hill, fighting with other cars. So next time, I think we are gonna stay in Maggie's Valley, or Maggie Valley, I think it is. And that was one ride that I did not get to record that I really, really enjoyed. It was probably my favorite one, and it was completely unexpected. And that was from Maggie Valley to Cherokee. I had plans to rewrite it so I could record it, and I had plans to ride Moonshiner 28, but that's when the bike started fucking up and I had to get out of town. So next year we're definitely gonna have things that we can record. I know I want to get Kaylee on the Tail of the Dragon. We were talking about it last night on how we would ride it, since my big concern when we ride roads like that is I keep an eye on her in my mirror. And that's not something I can really do on Tail of the Dragon because it is such a pay attention to me in this road. So more than likely she's gonna have to go in front of me. That's the only way I can do both. It's not something I can not do. So but yeah, next year we're gonna go back. Also want, Kaylee doesn't know this yet, but I also want to do like a mini trip up to Eureka Springs or somewhere like that. There is so many places we want to go. I have another vacation planned to the Grand Canyon. That's one that I really want to do. Obviously, I have a Sturgis trip planned. It just really sucks that it was raining, but that was some type of divine intervention. Imagine if the bike had broken down like in Nebraska or something where there's, not a Harley dealership within 100 miles. The first dealership they wanted to send my bike to, it was like $990. because it was 153 miles away. Thankfully, I told them, hey, it doesn't matter what dealer it goes to as long as it goes to a dealer. So that's when they were like, oh, there's one here that's 30 miles away. Is that okay? But overall, I had a great time. I'm just ready for some normalcy again. Never thought I'd be ready to go back to work. I didn't see all these cones out here yesterday. This is such a pretty ride. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. We will see you guys next week, and I will have the other half of this duo on her own motorcycle getting stuff done. I think we are going to go to Black Gold next weekend. So we'll see you guys then. Y'all have a good one, and I will talk to you then. Y'all ride safe.